Welcome to episode 11 on how to create a Terminator effect. And so far we have a tracking of our face. We painted our face markers and then created tracking points. And also we converted this to object tracking, so we have a stable camera, a static camera, and the face moving. And the next step is to put the 3D graphics here where we have the face, but with only these points it's kind of difficult to see where do we put the graphics and how do we build up the face. So we want something with a little bit more information. And for that we are going to use a photogrammetry feature in Nuke. So let's begin. There's quite a lot to cover this time. So, if you look at this plate, the first thing we need to do is to remove the parts that we don't want to use for the photogrammetry, because this is going to create garbage points. So let's create a quick mask just to remove everything outside the head. So for that I'm going to use a simple keyer. So press tab and type keyer. And then let's see what kind of keyer is best for this case. So let's see, for example, so press Y to see the luma, and let's press R for red, G for green, B for blue. And we can see here the blue contains the most contrast. So we want to use a blue keyer. So I select here in the new keyer node that I want to use a blue keyer. And also let's connect this to the undistorted plate. And select the node and press 1 to see that one. And then A to see the alpha channel. So let's drag these until we have something that looks like a key here. Okay, so we don't want to be too precise here, so let's say something like this looks fine. Maybe we can push this a bit more. That's good. And now if you look at this white, it's not pure white, it's kind of gray and a lot of noise inside. So let's clean up this with a grade node. So press tab and type grade. Select that we want to grade the alpha channel, so remove the red, green and blue. So go to the drop down menu, select RGBA alpha. And now we can grade the alpha. And now let's grade this with the black point and the white point. You can see here the black is not quite fully black, so let's fix that as well. So go to the black point and crush this so it is going to 0. And now we have a mask. And the next step, let's just make a comment here so we see what we are doing. Press tab, sticky note, and then I'm going to change the font size to 24. And let's call this the mask. So now we see this is the mask. And the next thing we want to do is create a dense point cloud. So let's press tab and type point. And then we have point cloud generator. So select point cloud generator. And this has 3 inputs. So we have the camera, the mask and the source. So it's not the static camera but the moving camera. So let's look at how that camera. So this camera that is moving is the one we want. So let's connect our point cloud to the camera tracker camera. So it is camera 1 in our case. And the mask to the mask we just created. And the source is the undistorted plate. Okay. And I'm going to call this the point cloud. So I'm making a new sticky note tab, sticky note, font size 24, and point cloud. So the first step here is to select, so which frames will it use as input to do the photogrammetry. And then we are going to let Nuke analyze the full sequence and select what it thinks are the good frames. So I go back to the point cloud generator and select analyzed sequence. Okay, so now we put keyframes, you can see here in blue. So it's going to use this frame, this frame, this frame, etc. So what we're going to do here is remove these frames that are blinking. So go to keyframes, delete on that one. And now we have the frames that we're going to use to calculate the point cloud. And next we can press track points, but we want quite a dense point cloud. Now I just press tab to toggle between 2D and 3D. Okay, and let's change the point separation to 0, so that will give a much denser point cloud. And track points. And the input I'm going to use the full range from 57 to 153. Okay. Okay, now we have the result. So this is not perfect, but this will give a little more information to work with than just the points we had before. And let's look at this on top of the plate. Okay, I think that's good enough for this time. So see you again in episode number 12. And don't forget to like and subscribe. So see you.